Welcome to US Classic Muscle Cars. Please enjoy the video.
Hello, my name is Ryan Worley, and this is my 1992 Chevrolet Camaro RS Z03 25th Anniversary Edition. It has a 408 Texas Speed Ford short block in it, twin 73mm turbos mounted in the rear end, run an E85 with a TIC level 5 TR6060 Magnum 6-speed, Ford 9-inch rear end, BC Forged wheels wrapped all the way around with Nitto tires, and Holley Terminator X ECU.
And you know what, while we're on the tires, tell us about what we're looking at here.
So these are BC Forged custom spec, built to made order. Rims, and you know, they're obviously there's C7 Z06 6-piston brakes behind it with 14.5-inch rotors, 19 inches front and rear, 9-inch wide in the front, 10.5 wide in the rear.
Nice. How long did it take you to put all this together?
6 months.
Oh, really?
6 months.
You must do this for a living or something.
No, I will say ordering the parts and getting everything definitely took a lot longer, just because it's a different world today. But you know, I got all the parts in by the end of last year and just started working on it January 1st.
Oh, wow.
So,
well done.
Yeah, there's a couple things you'll notice that are a little different. It is an RS, but it does have like a couple things from the IROC trim package, like the fog lights and, you know, a nicer front bezel from the front end. The interior, obviously there's some changes. You know, Corbeau seats, it's got a harness bar, brand new carpeting. You have dyno matting, so heat and sound insulation all the way front to rear. Bluetooth, LED underglow control from your phone. Basically, if you can think of it, I tried to put it in the car.
Right. So my question for you is it done?
Almost. Yeah, I just got it out on the road, doing some beta testing and just trying to see if there's any kinks and to work them out.
Right. And then beautiful car, man.
Thank you.
And then let's see. Okay, so now, filming again. All right, so tell the viewers what we're looking at here.
So this is a Forged Texas Speed 408-inch Ford short block with matching PRC heads up top. Obviously a fast 102 intake with a Nick Williams 102 throttle body. Some hooker headers, which go to a 2.5-inch collector down to the turbos, which are in the rear. It's basically a short block built to handle in excess of 1,000 horsepower all day.
Wow.
1/2-inch head studs, you name it.
And what's the horsepower right now do you think that it might be?
Right now projected, once I get on the dyno, I would say it'll easily make 1,400 to the wheel.
Only forget to use the word only.
Yeah.
There you go. And then, do you want to share any of your secrets of some of the stuff that we're looking here? Or?
So it isn't perfect right now because, like I said, just get it out. But I mean, I had to run dash 10 fuel lines over. Obviously, there's a lot of wires going on here. With the Terminator X, you have a lot of inputs and outputs. But I believe in metrology, so the more data that we can get while the car is running, you can keep it running very smoothly without any errors. You don't want stuff blowing up on you or any issues. So
talk about the turbos being in the back.
So this is a little peculiar because a lot of people do the turbos in the front. There's obviously some advantages and disadvantages. You have a lot of heat up front, but you have less piping. So I kind of struggled with this because I wanted something unique, right? I've watched a lot of videos of like C6 Corvettes. They have rear mounted turbo setups. STS is another company that makes similar setups. I was like, it's very interesting. So I started looking into it. I decided to go rear mount on this because I wanted to keep the factory appearance under the hood with the washer tanks, the battery location, keep the underhood temps very low. And there's also some very neat benefits that come with the rear mount turbo setup. Like you have a reduced charge air temperature because you have a natural cooling effect coming from the rear of the car to the front. Obviously, your underhood temps are going down. You have better weight distribution because you have more weight over the rear axle of the car. And it's just, I don't know, it's very unique.
Can we see the back?
Sure,
back end?
sure. Okay. So back here, if you look underneath the car, you'll see the turbos are mounted right below on the rear of the car behind the axle. And then there's surge tanks for the oil drains, which go into oil pumps that pump the oil coming out of there all the way back up to the oil pan.
Wow.
So it's a lot of fabrication involved to get it to where it's at.
Sure, sure. And then with that unit being low, do you have any concerns, or do you?
Honestly, yeah, I do right now, just because I did just get it on the street. I'm kind of testing some things, but the great thing is I have coilovers on the rear of this car, so all I have to do is just make a quick adjustment and I can raise it up by an inch.
There you go.
The spacing back here is maybe an inch shorter than the K member in front, so as long as I can raise this up one more inch, it'll have the same ground clearance as the K member up front, and it should be safe.
And then do you have any special exhaust?
Yeah, that's all custom made from 304 stainless. So you have 3.5 inch out on each turbo. I have 2.5 in at each turbo. Each bank of the engine's feeding one turbo.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. And what are the size of the turbos?
73 millimeter.
Okay. Okay.
And 96 AR.
Okay. Neat. Let's take a peek at the interior.
Sure.
So I forgot to ask you, how's the car to drive?
It's great. It's a blast. It's definitely something that I've waited my whole life to build, and I'm just very fortunate and happy that I was able to do a project like this.
Right, right. And then where did you get the knowledge to do all this?
I actually, during high school, I went to CLC, which is in Grays Lake, so I got some automotive knowledge there. And then after that, I went to Universal Technical Institute when it was in Glendale Heights. Took the automotive program there for almost 2 years. Graduated top of my class, and just
of course, right.
it's just it's exciting. Cars are life, you know.
Is this your show and tell?
This is my show and tell. This is my life's knowledge at work, at test right here.
Right.
Nothing's ever perfect. There's still some things that you can always improve, but
Sure.
life's
You know what's amazing with all this power? I think you'll be able to beat a Tesla Plaid. You know what I mean?
well, we'll see.
Right.
If I catch one, I'll definitely put the GoPro up and see what happens, and whoever's faster is faster.
Can we see? I'm sorry. Can we hear how the car sounds?
Definitely. So the interior, I have a Hawks harness bar, which is tied into Corbeau. I think they're A4 wide seats, so they're like a racing bolstered seat. They're adjustable. Sparco steering wheel with a quick disconnect. AEM wideband with a couple glow shift gauges. Terminator X 3.5 inch screen. And then I have a odometer, big tack there, just to keep an eye on things when I'm not trying to look. Thanks for watching.